Imagine embarking on an unforgettable journey through the heart of Italy, where every turn is a new treasure and every moment is filled with beauty and culture. You start your adventure in Rome, the eternal city. Next, you venture into the rolling hills of Tuscany, where the air is perfumed with the scent of vineyards and olive grove. The journey continues to Venice, the floating city of canals and gondolas, after Five Earth and Milan. But your Italian adventure doesn't end on land. It's about to get even more extraordinary. A magical journey through Italy, topped off with a house music festival on Costa Cruise. Dance under the stars, relax in style, and discover exclusive performances on deck, all while sailing to some of the most beautiful destinations. There are 3 packages to choose from. Sailing dates are from September 24th through the 28th, 2025. Book yours now at festivaloncruise.com.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Heidi's House. This is your host, Queen Bee Heidi B. And today's featured guest is Miss Kelli, American singer, songwriter, and artist. So, are you ready to find out more about Miss Kelli's house music journey? Then let's go. So here we have Miss Kelli at Heidi's house. Yay!
Yay! Yes,
Welcome,
yes,
welcome.
yes.
How
Thank you
are
so
you?
much. I'm good. I'm good. It's a beautiful Sunday here in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So I'm feeling real good. Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm feeling also special good. Here in Helsinki, it's already a bit evening. I wish we will have some more warmer days. We actually had snow yesterday.
Oh wow, wow. Yeah.
Winter is somehow back. I was like so disappointed. But you know what? Being here with you is lifting me up,
Oh,
and I'm happy to have
oh.
you.
Thank you so
So,
much again. Thank you so much again.
my pleasure. So, since you are our featured guest today, I am gonna just continue straight away to the
Okay.
interview. So, are you
Okay.
ready for our first question?
I'm ready.
All right. So the first question is to tell us about little bit who is Miss Kelli?
Oh wow, who is Miss Kelly? Well, Miss Kelly is love, life, and liberty. I am recording artist. First, also a songwriter, and I'm just here to just deliver some positive music to the community in whatever way, which way that I can. So
Beautiful.
yeah, yeah. So
Uh, what kind of music you prefer to make? Is there any
oh
particular genre that you are very much into?
well, okay. So my beginning started within R&B. I love R&B music.
Mhm.
It's I love soul R&B because it just moves me in a way um, that allows me to express who I am. But I also have a love for house,
Mhm.
dance music, and I mix the two together. Well, not mix them so much together, but I have my R&B stuff and I have my dance stuff as well, my EDM, my house and music and stuff like that. So uh, that's pretty much uh, the combination of the music that I do. I do gospel and jazz and other stuff like that, but my pure love is R&B. And from the R&B, I um, I tend to make remixes of my R&B songs
Ah,
into house or dance tracks. So yeah, that's pretty much that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And when did you discover your ability to sing and write songs?
Oh
Is
God.
it,
Oh
is it,
God.
is it possible to tell even? Has it been all the time with you?
Well, okay, so I was singing, oh my God, ever since I can remember, as a little tot, uh, just singing and watching TV and admiring the stars who used to come on American Bandstand and all those shows back in the day. I used to watch groups and people perform and start mimicking them, and
Yeah,
my vocal skills matured from just that element. Seeing Patty and Sylvester and Aretha Franklin and all these people doing their thing, and I was like, oh wow! And I started um, like noticing that I had a voice I could sing along with these people, and um, it progressed as as my journey up from a child to adulthood. So that was my root, just
mhm.
watching and seeing the other artists do their thing, and me realizing that, oh, I got a voice too. Oh, I can sing, say
Yeah,
I could do that too. So yeah, that was the root of me realizing that I had a talent in singing and performing. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Well, what
Yeah.
got you into songwriting?
Oh, songwriting. Well, I have a story to tell.
Okay.
And yeah, I have a story to tell, and it's relatable to so many of us
Yes,
um, on this planet we live on.
yeah,
And I wanted to make sure that my music conveyed a message, and so that people can take a listen and be like, you know what? Oh, I've been through that. Oh, I've seen that, or I felt that, or I
mm,
lived that. And I wanted to make sure that that was the main components in my music, in my writing, because I've always wanted to express myself
yeah,
and have that outlet to express what I wrote, and which made the writing for my current EP, Transcendence.
mhm,
It made it very easy for me to sit down and write all the things that I've been through in life, and the experiences that I've had and things that I'm going through now. And not only me, but for others
yeah,
who I've shared stories with. And I was like, oh wow, okay, I can write about that, because we
yeah.
shared the moment, we shared the story, and I can just write about it. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the ground, and it's a beautiful thing, you know. And
Yeah.
okay, uh, especially if we think about now, this is of course a podcast that is more focused on house music. And what I love about what you just told is that the house music, the house music in core is also about making a difference, and we have those powerful messages in many of classic house music tracks, that it is something that is very much essential for house music. So I love that connection, that you personally have that, so to say, this mission and tendency, and it comes naturally to you that you want to convey and share messages and experiences for people to relate to. So it's beautifully connected to this particular genre as well.
Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Exactly. And I find that with certain songs that I've made, like I Win and Lost for Words and uh uh I'm Only Human, these are like, especially I'm Only Human. I'm Only Human is a strong song because we as humans uh want to be we want to be expressive, we want to feel love, we want to feel liberation, we want to just feel, like we can be us and not have stipulations and things put on us, and know that, at the end of the day, that we have a voice, we can speak, we can share, we can feel pain and feel love and all that stuff. Yeah, so that really was, that song is really one of those songs where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm only human. I'm flesh, I'm blood, I'm life, I'm love, I'm human. And
Yeah.
it rings so loud, you know what I mean?
Yes, and people now watching this podcast, please check those tracks mentioned here. So if you haven't already, powerful
Oh,
messages there.
thank
And
you.
I'm always saying that music truly has a power to make a difference in people's lives. It makes not only difference in our artists' lives and in our personal expression, but truly it is a form of communication and relating to each other and building bridges, I would say, when we
Mhm.
use that medium for that.
Yes.
So that's very, very beautiful thing what you just shared there. Now, you kind of mentioned something. I heard some of the artists when you told about the beginnings of your singing journey, so to say. But who would you say? Who are the main artists that have inspired you the most?
Oh, wow. Easy question. I would say Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Sylvester. Um, I would say like Gladys and Kelly Price and some
Yeah.
of these other Deborah Cox and some of these other fantastic voices, these
Yeah.
powerhouses, Jennifer Holliday. You know, I was always intrigued by these powerhouse voices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's something about the way these people sing and they deliver songs that moved me in a way. And I was like I just get uh my hairs rise up on my arms when I hear them sing. And you know, because they have messages in their music that transcend so far and has really moved a lot of us who are
Yes.
into music, um, and who relate to music and it those people are one of the main people that really inspired me to sing and get in touch with the soulful side of me
True. True.
because you know I'm a soul singer. I can't help it. I'm a soul
Yes.
singer.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know those people locked in with me very well. Hmm.
I have to agree. Those are
Uh-huh.
also same. I mean, artists that I do admire a lot as a singer myself as well, and I'm just like you been exploring, and I love to
Hmm.
explore different genres and from
Hmm.
soul, R&B, jazz,
Yes.
pop, when the music is good and the feeling is good and the message is there and the vibe is there,
Hmm.
when the music touches you and it does something to you, uh, it is just something so special, and I think
Yeah.
that we shouldn't even limit, ourselves to one genre, but really, receive that communication that music, can bring us, and that feeling.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah, like Grace Jones and Annie Lennox and Cyndi Lauper and all these people, as well, because like you said, exploring different genres of music. I am a music connoisseur, so
mhm,
I've grew up on so many different variations of genres
yeah,
um, that uh, that each one of these artists, and plus there's so many more, but a lot of these artists um, outside of R&B, um, I connected with some type of soul that was delivered through their singing and their music.
mm,
Like I said, Cyndi Lauper, Annie Lennox, and Grace Jones, and all these other people who are doing other styles of music. There was some type of soul connection in
yes,
their style. So it
they
really captivated me. Hmm.
And I think that it's
Yes.
for us artists and songwriters, it's a great thing to be open to different genres because it also keeps, our creativity, going on. It inspires us in many ways, and there's always something to be inspired of and to learn from and to observe. And just like you were mentioning in the beginning that you were observing and so on, I think that tendency kind of can last all through the life, and we can grow and then we experiment and make it our own some way, and it's just
Hmm.
beautiful journey. It
Yes,
is
it is. It is just so beautiful, and when you can do that and have the ability to make that come to life, you
yeah.
know, and it's a beautiful thing as an artist. So yeah, it's wow, it's really amazing. It's amazing. Yeah.
So now I'm gonna take you to another question, which might be a little bit tricky. And
Okay.
well, it has been tricky for most of my guests so far because I know it's not very fair, but um, I'm gonna still ask it, and let's see what you will answer to this one.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna ask about house music tracks. Are
Okay.
there some particular house music tracks, maybe 3 or 4 of them, that somehow stand out more than the others? Is it possible for you to name some that, let's put it like this, that maybe that you can never get tired of hearing of, or something like this?
Wow. Yeah, that is one of those questions because
Yeah.
by all fair and right, all of these artists who do house music and EDM music are great in their own right. You know what I mean? And they all bring something forward that we can relate to and attach to. But I would say that something that I could hear for just days is Barbara Tucker's "Beautiful People."
Yeah.
I love that song. Let's see. Oh God, like Kenny Bobian. I love
Mm.
um I love his style of music. Byron Stingley. Oh
Oh.
God. I love uh ooh, it's just so many. Um I like Rochelle Fleming, just to name some people from different era. Um I love Susu Bobian.
Mhm.
She's another great artist. Um, oh, it's yeah, those are the ones that are coming that are rolling off the top of my head right now. As far as who are deep in the house music scene. Yeah, it's yeah.
And I love the way, because I know it's almost mission impossible to pick 3 or 4, but people do tend to still kind of resonate to some particular songs, maybe, or maybe some particular songs or artists are their kind of like regular go-to, so to say. So
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that you also brought artists from different eras, like you mentioned there, that a bit more
Yes.
OGs and then some like a more recent artists. So that's always nice for also for our viewers, since we have viewers from different countries and different backgrounds and different
Mm-hmm.
history when it comes to house. So it's
Yeah.
always a kind of like I would say almost an opportunity for us here to educate others on the house music as well
Yeah.
when they
Yes.
hear.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. I remember my first encounter with house music. I got a chance to perform open for Barbara Tucker
Mhm.
in New York back at the Sound Factory bar.
Yeah.
And this is when she came out with Beautiful People. And it was like, oh, wow, I'm opening for Barbara Tucker. Like
Yeah,
that was
wonderful.
that was amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing experience there. Wonderful.
Hmm. Yeah.
And now, we are gonna make it even maybe more tricky. Now, I know that you have released a lot of music and inspired by all of those artists and influences that you mentioned here before. And I would say that I can hear also those particular artists in your music and releases, in your take and way of expression, and it's still your own sound, which is also
Yes,
beautiful. It's Miss Kelli, but you can kind of like hear like homage to the
the greats.
certain artists there, so to say, and we all have that. And
Yeah.
now, therefore, the tricky question is there some special, one specific track that stands out from all of your own productions, all of your own songs so far? And
Hmm.
maybe why? I know it's
It's
difficult. It is
oh
very
God,
difficult.
yes, yes. It's really difficult because I call my project a masterpiece of
Mm,
words,
yeah.
and like you said, it's so difficult. They're all every song on my album is very special to me, and they are my babies. I call them my babies.
Yes. Yeah.
But there's one particular song that rings out really loud to me, which is "I Win."
Mhm.
"I Win" to me is was my was my triumph song, um, because of what I've been through and things I've experienced down through the years in my life. Um, as being especially as being an artist, I have really, I think I've broken ground as an artist, not only as an artist, but as a Black trans artist.
Mm.
I broke ground as far as uh, being able to come into the house scene. I'm speaking on that side right now, the house music scene, and to make music and have music come out and be signed and come out and be presented to the world.
Yeah.
Um, but "I Win" is, like I said, is my victory song, my triumph song, because it's like, um, when we talk about a phoenix rising from the ashes,
Yes.
that's me. It was quite a journey, quite an experience. It wasn't all uh, roses and lilies and sunflowers,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I won because I defeated the odds. When I was up against all odds, I still prevailed. I still pushed through and didn't take no for an answer,
Yeah.
because I feel as though that I know that there is a space for me in music, regardless of my representation. There's a space for me, and there's someone or some people who um, can uh, can listen to my music, especially "I Win," and say, you know what, set aside what my preference is. I win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Good.
win. I conquered. And I prevailed, and I win.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's so, I mean, I have to say this now, just sharing here. This
Hmm.
podcast is maybe a little bit more personal in that sense, because I like to keep it more as a conversational and more casual and personal in that sense. So sometimes I do share also my
Hmm.
takes. But I have to share it now that since you were using the Phoenix reference. I actually, when you mentioned that and described what you have been going through, a bit about your journey there, I had the similar moment in one of my songs called I Rise, and I referred there like a phoenix. I rise from ashes and I'm born again. So I have been going through those same feelings. So I felt that immediate connection to you when you
Yes.
mentioned, and it is really like, when almost that feeling when, like, everything is somehow burnt down and you need to recreate yourself and decide that I'm gonna do it one way or the other. For me,
Mhm.
was after very abusive relationship that I got out of,
Ah,
and healing and working my way up and against all the odds,
mhm.
making my own music and releases and taking on new challenges in this music world, which is not very easy, when you
Right.
think about it, a lot of competition, people maybe not, immediately maybe giving you support and so on, but gradually you build, and when you trust yourself and to your vision, you start to notice that, hey, people around you also start to notice and trust you, and new opportunities and doors open, and it's really like a rebirth in one way, I would say. So I was feeling you there. I have to share this.
Yes, exactly. And it's and it's that thing with, so if you can just touch one person
Mhm.
or make a difference for one person, at the end of the day, the feeling is so great because at least you know that what you're doing is not in vain.
Yeah.
And uh and to know that, because we're all born with talents and we're all born with gifts. And it's up to us to use them, um, in spite of the no's, the naysayers, the haters, the people who just don't understand, that we're all here for a purpose, regardless of what the situation is. There's a purpose. And
Absolutely.
and so I'm glad that you rose from the ashes. Just speaking to you, I'm glad that you rose and you overcame, and here you are. You're an artist. You're doing some great things. And this is me pouring back into you because a lot of times we don't do that either. As human beings, we don't really pour into people and encourage people and stuff like that all the time, or maybe not even at all.
Yeah.
But it's a great thing to know that we all things are possible. We just gotta find that little still small voice in us to say, guess what?
Yeah.
Regardless of what's going on, I'm going to continue to rise.
True.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Mhm.
true. And that's what we are doing. And that's
Yes.
something that it's an empowering message also for
Mhm.
maybe some of the people that are listening and watching this episode.
Mhm.
So who knows, it might be only one person, but it might be just that person who really needs to now hear this message and word
Yes.
of encouragement, so to say. All right.
Yes.
Now all the time these Heidi's House podcast interviews are kind of like a snapshots only. I always say that I feel that we could make episode 2 or episode 3 for each featured
Yes.
guest. So our time is, however, limited to a little snapshot, but I would like to still ask about two things. You kind of already mentioned in the beginning when you introduced yourself about your personal contribution, that you really bring that message that you there described. So I'm gonna now ask about your highlights so far. You mentioned some of your career highlights as an artist, but what would be those that somehow are maybe the most memorable to you so far?
Well, I had an opportunity to win a competition here in Philadelphia. It was called Songbird, and I was season 3 winner. And yes, thank you so much. And that was a very monumental moment in my life, because I had kind of almost was giving up singing, and I was like, you know what, I I'm over it. I'm done. You know, I've been in this business for a long time, since '96, when I came out with my first vinyl record. When the vinyl days were out,
Yeah.
it's called "Sell My Soul," which was the Sylvester cover. And you know, I've been, like I said, I've been in since '96 professionally. But at the time, I was like, you know what, I'm not singing no more. But then I got introduced to this competition. I won the competition, became very monumental. Then um, I won the in 2015. I won. I'm sorry, was it 2012, 2015? I won the Sylvester Heritage Award in San Francisco. I was a
Oh,
Yes, I was awarded the Sylvester Heritage Award, and that was very monumental to me because I'm being recognized,
yeah.
um, you know, in the confines of an icon. You know, Sylvester is a pioneer in the music industry, with especially with the LGBTQ community. So that was major for me. Oh God, I so many other things. I've got a chance to sing with certain artists like Patti LaBelle, which was very monumental to me. I've met so many artists. All those moments, um, to me, are great. I got awarded last year for a Game Changer award. I was a honoree, so that was very special to me as well. So I've had some moments.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And well deserved, definitely. And this is something that also I do understand. We have those moments during this long journey because it definitely doesn't happen overnight in this field.
No, it
So
doesn't.
we sometimes it is good to receive that kind of recognition. Not that we would be living for that, but it just helps us, especially during those moments like when you feel like, you know, is it worth it? Because it's a lot of work what we do. So I feel
Oh
you.
God. Yes, you know, it's the thing when you put in the work,
Mhm.
great results can happen from putting in the work. Oh, and I must add that my album was um was number 8 on and over in the UK. It was
Yes,
number 8 on the chart. I was running with Jennifer Holliday, Montel Jordan, Tamar Braxton at the time, and so many other great musicians out here. So being number 8 on the chart on the indie chart, that was like wow, like really, like
eh,
yeah.
congrats,
Thank
congrats.
you,
Amazing
thank you.
moment. Now,
Hmm.
the last question is,
Hmm.
what will be your next coming release, or can you share with us about your next?
Ah, I have
I don't know.
something.
Some people, maybe
Yes.
like a little bit secret,
Yes.
but
Now I do have something cooking in the pot.
all right.
Um, so I do have some things that are cooking in the pot as far as music is concerned. I want to kind of like infuse, like I want to stay true to who I am as an artist, but I want to do some little different things, you know, in my musical style. But I do have some stuff that's coming. So yes, we're gonna be very surprised, and I can't wait for it to finally drop in the summer.
I can't wait either. So people stay
Yes,
tuned. We are like, oh,
yes,
so
yes,
excited. And it's
yes.
good to have a little bit mystery there going on as well. Now,
Hmm.
final question before we go to the mini mix, where we are
Okay.
gonna play one of those beautiful tracks of yours, some of those beautiful tracks of yours actually, and also some that you mentioned here. But if somebody would like to find out more about you and follow you in social media, where can they find you?
Okay, so my social media handles are um on Instagram is Miss Kelli Sings on Instagram. On Facebook, I'm Miss Kelli. That's MissKelli. And yeah, that Instagram, Facebook. Oh God, wherever else. If you type in my name, Miss Kelli, MissKelli, you should see me pop up somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
yes.
hmm
Well, I'm very, very happy again and glad that you were able to join us as today's featured guest, and can't wait to hear the new releases as well, and to play some of your music in a following mini mix. Again, I thank you dearly. Thank you so, so, so much. Sending you
You're
much
welcome.
love and
Yeah.
blessings and everything. Oh,
Yes.
yes. Oh, beautiful.
Yes. 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 Thank you
Oh,
so much. Heidi, I thank you so much for having me on your platform. This you really you're really doing something great with this. And I could, I extend continued success to you and what you're doing as well.
likewise, and we do this all together, me and all you beautiful people participating to this podcast. So thank you
Yes.
again, and much blessings and love.
Yes. Right back at you.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
Bye bye.